Okay, hello everyone. In this video session, I would like to discuss about system software, okay, for BCIS 1305. This is chapter 4 in your textbook. Okay, so let me start with this. What are we going to learn in this chapter? The first one is to describe the difference between system software and application software. Next is identify the different type of systems software, explain the basic function and categories of operating system, and compare and contrast different mobile operating system. And the last one is compare and contrast desktop operating systems. So let's get started. Introduction. Okay, computers and computer applications have become part of the fabric or everyday life. Okay, we do banking online, we can take classes online, and we can pay the bills also online. So this is how the technology, the impact of technology in our society and our day-to-day life. Okay, let's talk about system software. What is system software? System software is a program that works with end-user application software. Basically, it controls the activities and the operating of the computers. Okay, it handles all the technical details. There are 4 different types of system software. You have operating system, utilities, device driver, and language translator. Okay. As I mentioned to you earlier, operating system is a program that handles all the technical stuff, technical tasks of the computers. Okay, so what are the function? The function is to manage resources like the CPU, the memory, the input and output device of the computer like keyboard, mouse, the monitor, and so on. Okay, and also the second function is to provide user interface, how the users interact with the computers. There are 3 different types of user interfaces. The first one is called GUI. This is called GUI, okay? If you ask me, what time is it? I can just put my cursor in the lower right corner and double click this one. Here we go. It will tell us the time and the date. Again, if you ask me how to browse on the internet, I just click this. Okay, let's open this browser and you click this. This is called GUI base. Okay. The other one is command line. Command line is a typewritten command using DOS. So in the old days, when I study computer, I have to use this command line, which is CMD, which is command prompt. If somebody asks me, what time is it? I just have to type time. This is called the command line. Okay. It say 9:56 a.m. If somebody asks me, what is the date today? I just click here, date, all right, enter that. That's how the date, all right. So this is called command line. That means the user need to have a typewritten command, okay, for example, like in the DOS. The other one is called menu driven. Menu driven means user choose from a list of options. A list of options. For example, here, how to save a file. You go to File, Save As, and you go to the desktop, and then you save the file. Okay, that's called menu driven. So this application is actually menu driven. Okay, you can do many things using this. All right. So these are the function of operating system: to manage the resources and providing in user interface. Okay, that means how the operators interact with the computers. Okay. All right. I need to save again since I make some changes there. The next one Okay, so we are in the function of operating system. Next is the different categories of operating systems. The first one is real-time operating system or embedded operating system. You can find this in the smartphones, smartwatches, or video game. The second one is called standalone operating system. Standalone operating system is like desktop operating system. And the third one is a network operating system that link the different computers to work together. Okay, so let's discuss each of these in the next slide. Mobile operating system. Some of the best well-known is like Android phone, Apple iOS, and Windows phone. If you want to know the latest Android system, let me show it to you. Latest Android OS. Okay, here the latest Android OS is called the latest version of 2019. Okay, this is called Pi, right? The latest one is Pi. If you go to your setting on your smartphone, you can see what version that you use on your smartphone. The latest one is Android Pi. Let me show you the different version here. System tablet. Let me see the latest one. Android Pi. Before Android Pi is something else here. Let me see the history, right? Okay, you have here Android Pi. Before Android Pi is Android 8, which is Oreo. Before Oreo is Nougat. Okay, and before that, which is in 6.0, is Marshmallow. Notice that Android operating system named their operating system like a dessert, right? All about food. They use desserts for their operating system. Okay, the first one is Cupcake, Donut, and Clear, and all the way up to Pi here right now. Okay. All right, so the Apple iOS, I believe we are in version 13. So let's double check this one. Latest Apple iOS for iPhone. Let me see what's the name of that. The latest Apple iOS is version 10. How about for, yeah, let me see, Apple 12 or 13? I believe, here we go, iOS 13. Okay, this is the latest one. Okay, so as a users, they always need to update to the latest one, because usually the company will close the loophole of the security issues. Okay, if users do not upgrade their operating system, they may be vulnerable with the hacking attack, or usually like a viruses. And Windows Phone, we don't see this many anymore in the market. So the most popular one is Android and iOS. Okay. The embedded one is less complicated and more specialized. This is like thermostat or a video games, right? It's for small devices. Okay, it's not like smartphone, but it's for small devices like microwave, thermostat, and video game. Okay, desktop operating system. Windows is the most widely used, and then Mac is more powerful, easy to use, usually is more stable and more secure. Unix is for the network operating system, is usually used in a mainframe computer, and Linux can be used as a server and also as a desktop. Let's talk each of this. Okay, let's talk about Windows, right? The latest one is Windows 10, okay? Before Windows 10 is Windows 8. Before Windows 8 is Windows 7, okay? Then you have a Mac, okay? Mac runs only on an Apple computer, and this is known also as the most innovative operating system. And the latest one is High Sierra and Mojave, okay? Catalina is coming soon. I don't know it's already issued yet at this moment, so you can double check that. If any of you using Apple Mac, so double check what is the latest one. I think most people use either High Sierra or Mojave. Unix and Linux. Unix is a server operating, mostly used in the server. Unix operating system is used in the server environment, and mostly mainframe computer use this. Okay, in case student haven't seen the mainframe computer, so let me show you what is a mainframe. This is called a mainframe computer. This is a large and expensive computer that can support hundreds and thousands of users and perform more complex operation. Who use this type of computer? Usually like large companies, insurance company, and banks. Some banks still they use mainframe. In the old days, mini computer were not popular yet, so they all use this one, mainframe computers. And then you have a Linux, right? Linux is called a baby Unix. This is a small version of Unix. That's why sometimes we call it like a baby Unix. It was invented by Linus Torvald in 1991. Okay, Unix originally was designed in the late 1960s. Okay, by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. Okay. So you have Unix and Linux. Google Chrome is a new one. This is based on Linux also. Okay, so you have Windows, Mac, Unix, and Linux. Okay, let me see the next one. What's the next one here? Virtualization. Virtualization is basically the ability to support multiple operating systems on a single PC. So instead of having to purchase 2 or 3 different computers, you can run virtual machine in the physical computer. For example, you see this one, you have Apple Mac, and then on top of Mac, on top of your Mac operating system, you can install Windows. How do you do that? You can either use a program called Parallel, or there is another one is called VirtualBox. Okay, let me see. Parallel or VirtualBox, and there is another one called VMware. Okay, so this is called a virtualization software. Virtualization software basically the ability to support multiple operating systems in a single machine. Okay, as you can see in these pictures, in this slide, you have Apple Mac, and then on top of this you can put Windows in it. So let's say that you want to do the works, SIMnet, you can use Windows on that. Okay, let me show you the VirtualBox, because I also use this program. It's called VirtualBox. Okay, so if you want to virtualize your PC, you can download this program. It's called VirtualBox. You download this program, and then on top of that you install another operating system. Okay, all right. So this is called virtualization. Utilities. Okay, utilities is a specialized program that make the computing much easier, or I can say that utilities are program that is used to do housekeeping tasks of the computer. For example, you may need to have antivirus program, backup program, or file compression utilities. Let me show you a website where you can get a free program. Here, if you open your browser, type filehippo.com. Okay, this is where you can get a shareware or freeware program. Okay, let's say that student do not have antivirus program. Well, you can download this one, AVG antivirus. Avast antivirus, or you can download this one, AVGs. Okay, these are free for use. So if any of you that haven't, if any one of you that has not installed antivirus program, download this one and get it for free for personal use. Okay, there is another anti-spyware. Let me see if they have anti-spyware here. Here you have AVG anti-spyware also. This is also important. Not only you need to have antivirus, but you also need anti-spyware. Sometimes this solution or this program are combined together. So instead of installing two different programs, you can purchase as a bundle. It's called Total Security Protection. Alright, so these are some of the utilities. Okay, you have antivirus, anti-malware, backup utility, and so on. I would suggest that you guys go to filehippo.com, get a free antivirus or anti-spyware, and this one also another one, that good one, is called CC Cleaner. This helps you to tune up your computer, right? This helps you to make your computer run faster, more secure, and more reliable. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Windows utilities. In Windows, you can find like disk cleanup and disk defragmenter. Let me show you how to do this here. You go to Start and then go to Control Panel. Okay, in Control Panel, you can do some stuff here. It's called, you see this backup, right? Backup and restore. What else you can do here? This defragmenter. You have the firewall here. You can do a backup and restore. You can also do a BitLocker encryption. So if you want to encrypt your hard drive here, set up a backup. Okay. Let me see. Defragmenter. Defrag. Here, admin tools. You go to admin tools. Defragmentation. Okay, normally you need to do this once in a while. Okay, you can do a defrag. Okay, basically you rearrange the file so that the non-contiguous file will be rearranged together, because if you use computer too long, okay, the files are everywhere, they are scattered everywhere. So when you run a disk defragmenter, that means people rearrange the file and unused disk to make it all organized again. This helps to optimize the performance or speed up the computers. Okay, so let me see what's next one. Next one is disk cleanup. This is also the same as similar to disk defragmenter. Basically, identify and eliminates non-essential files. Utility suite. Okay, this is maybe one of the most important things nowadays. Okay, Bitdefender, Norton Utility, and Kaspersky. This is combine all the different utility program into one package. This one perhaps you need to buy that. Okay, this one you need to buy, to purchase that. Remember the website that I mentioned to you, this FileHippo is free, but if you wanna buy, it's like McAfee. This is the most popular one, McAfee. Total solution here, total protection here. It costs you $19, right, to have everything. Ransomware, viruses, malware, spyware, and unwanted program. This is a good deal, but the bad thing is only protect one device. So if you have more computer, you need to buy you need to purchase another one. If you think you don't want to use FileHippo, the program at filehippo.com, then you can purchase this that consists everything, right? It has all the protection here. So the new one, they combine everything, total protection, product info. I'm gonna click this. Yeah. So the new one combine everything together. Alright, so coming back to this one, coming back to language translator, right? This is like a JavaScript or programming languages, okay, like C++ or Java. Alright, so I hope that this video is informative to you, and don't forget to read the textbooks on chapter 4. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.